Hey, thanks to Dr. Leanne Coombe, Dr. Colin Elkin. Thanks to Leanne DeFranzo from LA's Cupcakery. See, what we've done is we've taken care of the inner you, the outer you, and now we're going to work your mind. Because it's Wednesday, it's Tech Talk. Syd Bolton's here. Now I've put you on the spot.
Well, you know, and not only are we going to work your mind, we're actually going to work on your music today, Ted. That's what we're going to talk about, cleaning up your music life. Do you have a lot of downloaded music on your computer? I mean, sorry, should I say legal music on your computer? Do you have a lot of MP3s?
I'm a good boy about not leaving stuff on computers. I've become real big and recently had an event with a laptop that made me look real good because I had everything on my lovely little flash drives. So I don't leave a lot of that stuff there.
Well, if you do have, you got to have your music collection somewhere.
Right.
And one of the things that I've found is, depending on where you get your music from, you may find that your MP3s are of various quality. And I'm not just talking about music quality. What I'm talking about is things like some of them don't have the artist name in there correctly, or they don't have the album information, or most of them, I don't know if you know this, but you can actually put in, these are called tags, you can actually put tags into your MP3s that contain things like lyrics. And so it's kind of nice to be able to go in if you want to look up the lyrics of a song and have it built right in. Things like iTunes support this, but the problem is most of the files that you end up getting don't have all this information in there, or worse than that, some do and some don't. It's also possible for you to have, you know, the same song a couple different ways, but maybe it's spelled just a little bit differently. Maybe the album name went first or the artist name went first, so you don't realize, hey, I've already got this song, why did I download it again? So there's a solution for you, and of course it's a computer program, and it's called Pollux, P-O-L-L-U-X, and the website is polluxapp.com, so that's P-O-L-L-U-X-A-P-P.com. What Pollux does is it works with iTunes, and it goes through your entire music library, or just a part of it, whatever you tell it to, and it actually goes to the internet. It actually figures out what the song is. It doesn't go by the song title, so I could call it Ted's favorite song, and it could go out and find out that that's actually Bad Romance by Lady Gaga. I don't know if that's your favorite song, but let's pretend for the moment that it is. That's why I chose that one, not a chance. But it goes out and it actually uses the musical signature of the song to determine what the song actually is, and then it pulls down the artist name, the album name, and the lyrics from various sources and pulls it into that MP3 file and sets it up for you, and even the album cover artwork, because a lot of these things, they will go out and do it, but not consistently. And I really put it to the test last night. I actually did it on some Canadian music from the 80s. Haywire was one of my favorite bands in the 80s, and I thought, there's no way it's going to have any Haywire. Guess what, Ted? It had Haywire. It found it.
Now, this is a Cadillac-type program, and I love the fact you bring this kind of stuff out there that does these kind of things. Let me take you a step back. You talked about quality. I was listening to some MP3s that I've had, totally compressed. The sound I wasn't really excited about, and in some cases, songs you can only find online somewhere. How do you get or know that you're getting the best quality? MP3s I know are kind of tricky because there's compression.
Well, you got to look at the bit rate basically. A lot of times to save space, people move the bit rate down. It used to be that 128 kilobits was the great bit rate to look for, and there's actually a lot of people that can listen and hear the differences between a CD and an MP3 when it's in that range. So if you get something if you look for a file, often when you're downloading a song, or if you're legitimately, say, taking a CD that you've purchased and extracting it and turning it into an MP3, you want to set that bit rate up to at least 192 kilobits. That's going to give you a better quality. For me, if I see anything less than that these days, I kind of shy away from it.
And I know there's hardware out there to get your vinyl onto another form.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know from radio days that vinyl probably even had a better sound quality than even some of the CDs that came on after.
It's a different sound quality for sure. With some of the original CD stuff, they used it from an analog source to begin with, and that transition doesn't always go so well. So yeah, you can use some devices out there that convert standard audio into USB, and then you just import it into a program. You can use something like Audacity, which is free, and then you can clean it up and edit it yourself and get that sound in that you want to.
Yeah, I've worked with Audacity before. Syd, thanks for coming in. Pollux, want to remember that one again?
Yeah, polluxapp.com. Check it out. It's $10 a year, but it's well worth it. It's a great program.
Syd Bolton's our tech expert. We've got him here Wednesdays, Thursdays. Puppies and kitties take over, and also as we get closer to a long holiday weekend, we're going to have Chico back with us from the Brantford Paranormal Society, plus we'll get the Gretzky Arena update as well. Thanks for being here on a Wednesday. We'll do it again tomorrow as always. Have a good one. Enjoy the warm weather, and do it right. Do it inside Brant.